Music has an extraordinary capability to elicit emotion. This is one of the reasons why it's been so important in film and television and other modes of storytelling. Not least is music's ability to capture mood and character, or in some cases, to embody a character. Now, we got a little taste of it. I'm going to talk today a little bit about some of the music that's been written for the character of Batman. Batman first appeared on the screen in a late 1960s television show. Now, those of you who know that this was very different from the characterization that we are familiar with today. Well, this was the theme song. Now, certainly, you picked up on the big band jazz sound, complete with this continuous guitar riff. Shouldn't be any surprise because this was written by jazz great Neil Hefti. Now, as I said, very unlike the Batman that we tend to think of today. But for that television series in the late 60s, it was perfectly appropriate, seeing as how it presented Batman's crime-fighting exploits in a rather fun and rollicking way, kind of emphasizing the adventuresome quality of that rather than focusing on the character of Batman himself. Well, for that, we have to fast forward a couple of decades to the summer of 1989, which saw the release of Tim Burton's Batman with a score by Danny Elfman. Now, the first 45 seconds of this film is a veritable masterclass in mood, setting, and characterization. It opens very quietly with a 5-note motive set in the minor mode. First presented in the horns, it gets repeated, passed to other instruments. Other instruments come in with a related motive. This sound, this texture, this is the vigilante, the dark knight. Dark, yes, but also mysterious, unnerving, menacing, and in the true sense of the word, awesome. This is quite a different Batman. If we move forward a little bit further, we see a further evolution in the treatment of the character. In 2006, Chris Nolan released Batman Begins, the first film in his Dark Knight trilogy. The score was written by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard, a combination that was created in the effort to create different sides of the Batman Bruce Wayne persona. Now, Hans Zimmer actually wrote most of the music for the film, including that for the action sequences in which we see Batman do what he does. And in a pivotal scene nearer to the end of the film, where Batman really and finally comes into his element, we get this. Now, there are two things at work here. One, a melody and a chord progression that seems to carry forth the pathos of this character who is haunted by his past, a past ridden with fear, grief, and guilt. Second, orchestral and electronic sounds in an insistent, driving rhythm that signifies Batman's relentless pursuit of justice. Such is the power of the music that even when we're watching Batman in action, the music is able to tell us not only where Batman came from, but why he is doing what he's doing. It paints a much more textured and layered picture of this character. Thank you very much.